EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the... First down, it's Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Watson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Coleman now. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Watson on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20.
To number 86.
9 yards that time.
A gain of 9
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And a former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram.
Number 21.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Coleman. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bears nothing. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
Nick Chubb
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Ravens 7, Bears nothing.
third down. Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
39-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Eric Wolf there on
on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
A toss play to Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Coleman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Baltimore.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coleman. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard
outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Big hold of the 30. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 23. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he stopped immediately there.
Tariq Cohen.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
4 brings up third and 6.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Ravens 21. Bears nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Chicago Bears.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Back now at Soldier Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Chubb again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down. Right.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
37-yard line.
On second down now. It's Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They try again with Cohen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 59. 59. Mike's 59.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
58's the money. 58's the money.
And they take a knee.
Today's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.